Welcome again to Sports Jam Media. We are here with the man himself, Leo from the Interception Pod. How is it going, man?
Good. Ready for the war on Thursday. Ready for the war.
Oh boy. War. You see,
Straight off the bat.
right
Straight
off
off
the
the
bat.
bat.
No friendly chit chat, just right off the bat. War time. Yes. So the match on Thursday. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, actually, pretty confident. We did a match preview earlier this afternoon, and three of us who were in the preview actually feel pretty confident. I feel like we felt that way even before playing Jamaica in Trinidad. It's just a certain vibe around Trinidad right now where we kind of developing a fortress in the Hasely Crawford Stadium.
Uh,
Yeah.
see, be careful of the confidence now. The reggae boys are coming. Be careful.
Yeah.
Be
No,
careful.
fair.
Be careful. Based on my understanding, though, this is pretty much a must-win. Unlike for the reggae boys, where a draw would be enough. If you guys lose or draw this match, it's over, right?
Yeah, for sure. We have to win our last two games. Not to be too overconfident or get complacent, but we feel as if we should have the Bermuda game in the bag. So this one, this one is the real test. Yeah.
So generally, so you mentioned that three of you guys would have felt confident. Is that the general feel of the average fan, or is there nervousness?
I think most people now there's a divide. So you have a lot of people in Trinidad who don't think we'll make the World Cup. They would call themselves realists, like they're just being realistic. Yeah. And it's a fair assumption. It's a fair take to have. We have been pretty inconsistent, so you could understand. But I could say amongst the content creators, I don't know if it's because we have to show strength, but most of us are pretty confident that we can, get something out of this game. And the thing is, it has to be a win. we can't draw, And the
it's
reason
win or nothing, huh?
Yeah, and the thing about it is the reason for that is because we got some results earlier on, like the draw against Curacao at home. I would go as far as saying the defeat to you guys over in Jamaica as well. We felt as if we could have won that game, as crazy as it may sound. So we kind of put ourselves in this position where we just have to win.
So in my opinion, you're right. Mm-hmm. Like watching that match, I was there in the National Stadium. The average Jamaican fan would say, we won, easily because we outplayed. And I'm like, do I have different eyes? Because to me, Trinidad played the better football. We had better moments because the truth is we have a better attacking front three, right? Our attack is better, and therefore they will convert their chances. But when I watched the match, your midfield, compared to Jamaica's midfield, it didn't look good, man. It didn't look good. And that's what my biggest worry is going into this game. Are we overconfident? Like the Jamaican diaspora, we feel like, okay, we're going to get 3 points in Trinidad and then bring it home and get a draw and we'll be clear. And for me, I don't see it that way. This is probably our toughest game because Trinidad historically has been our biggest rivals. So how about the squad? Are there any issues lingering in the Trinidad squad currently?
No issues. I think we are missing some key players. Of Rio Cardines. He has been our first choice right back for the past few games. He picked up an injury, I believe, over in Crystal Palace, so he will be out for this game and the Bermuda game, which brings in Darren Payne, who is I wouldn't say he's our second choice right back necessarily. He's a player which we recently discovered. So he hasn't really gotten the chance to say, hey, I'm the best. But what we do know about him, he plays in the Dutch Eredivisie. He plays in top flight football in Netherlands. And we know that he's capable. So even though Rio is out, I think Darren Payne being in there isn't really too much of a worry for most Trini fans. Other than that, I think people are actually pretty pleased with the squad. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Malik Khan.
Yeah, he's out as well, right?
Yeah, he's out as well, which is a kind of disappointment for us because he came in the past few games and he was, playing well. So not sure if he would have started against Jamaica, but he was definitely an option. But I think other than that, the squad is
He was
pretty.
starting over Rampasad. He was starting over Rampasad. I thought he was like one of the
Nah,
favorites there.
he no. He didn't start over Rampasad. I think the game where he started in the attacking midfield position against Curacao, and then Molino came on in the second half. And
Oh.
and actually Molino was the game changer. He helped us to score that goal. And I believe in the first game against Bermuda, he came on at the end for like a kind of cameo. And both times he impressed. So it's kind of disappointing that we don't have him as an option. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but there's a new player coming in, right? The new young striker. Tell me about him. Expecting him to start?
So if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't know too much about him. So I haven't been talking a lot about him because I don't want to say something and then, it's not accurate. But a lot of people are calling for him. A lot of people want him to play. And I'll tell you why. I'm not quite sure if it's because people think that he is really good. I mean, he is good. But our number 9 position is the position in question because although
Really?
I'll explain. So Levi Garcia, in my opinion, is our best player, right? I mean, in terms of level and ability, I think he's our best player. When it comes to national performances, he's not our best player. He hasn't really done anything for the country as yet. This is not me criticizing him. This is just facts. If you ask any Trinidad and Tobago fan, they'll say Levi really hasn't done anything as yet. And him playing in the number 9 has been a bit of an issue because a lot of people don't believe he plays the 9 very well. And that he should play out on the wing.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it sounds crazy, but
Does he
it's
have
a
the
case
pace for the wing? Does he have the pace for the wing?
Yeah. Naturally, he actually started out as a winger, and then I believe it was his second to last season in Athens. The manager converted him into a 9, and he had a really good season. They won a double. They won the league and the cup, and from then he's kind of been playing there. But he shows his most class on the wing.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's news to me. I always
Yeah.
assumed that he was like out and out the fan favorite, the talisman, the guy that everyone is looking to be the deciding factor for Trinidad and Tobago. That's interesting. Very interesting. So, as it relates to Duarte York, like, what's the sentiment generally as well? Because from out the outside looking in, I'm gonna be honest, he is, in my opinion, better than our manager. so, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the sentiment is in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, I've actually heard that a lot of people in Jamaica aren't pleased with Steve McLaren. So you're not the first person that I've heard say that actually. Dwight York, again, there's a split in the fan base in Trinidad and Tobago. You have people who love him. You have people who question his coaching ability. They say he doesn't have the experience. He lacks the tactical kind of level to coach at this level. And then you have people like me who think that he is an experience with the facts, but I wouldn't get rid of him even if we don't qualify. I think keep him. he's building something. He's getting familiar with certain players. Keep him and grow, you know. But there's always extremes in Trinidad. It's either people don't rate him or people rate him, you know.
So, all right. So again, from the outside looking in, this is completely from the outside looking in. I heard that you guys don't very recently started to get in foreign players. Like you guys didn't have many. Like how did that? What's going on? There's some change in some rule in Trinidad.
Yeah. So we didn't really tap into that kind of foreign thing in a way that y'all have done well. There is a new law, it's like a grandparents law, where we could now use, I don't think it's just limited to football, I think it's sports on the whole, where we could use athletes to represent us whose grandparents are from Trinidad and Tobago. I believe that's the law, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with all that being said, what I'm hearing is from you, York is fine. Levi Garcia is fine. I'm confident of a win. We're only positives, no negatives.
I think the negatives really are what happened. You know, we were a bit disappointed, as I said, results before, which kind of put us in this position. What I will say about Dwight York and my criticism of him is and as I said, he lacks some experience, and I believe this is part of it. He doesn't use his substitutions well. So we have players like Real Gill. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. You'll know Nathaniel James.
Yeah.
He played, you know. We don't see them enough. And even when we do, it's like 5 minutes, 85th minute, no impact, no time to really impact the game. So that's something that he really needs to work on. And that's what a lot of fans will say. Another criticism of Dwight York as well. You remember this season where Tottenham Hotspur, right? You follow the Premier League?
Yes, of course.
Right.
I won't tell you which team I support though.
Man United. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. There was a season when Tottenham would play really good in one half, and then the other half they'll be really bad, whether it's the first or second. And that's another issue that Trinidad and Tobago have. Mainly, we start slow. So our first half is not the best, and then we get better in the second. So he tends to be reactive instead of proactive. That's the narrative around Dwight York a lot, you know. But other than that, I personally have no real criticisms of him, you know.
What would you say is his style of play?
That's another thing. I think he has experimented. Since he came into the team, you could see the team look a lot cleaner. Like we keep possession well, we pass well. You could see that there's a chemistry. What has been killing us in the lead up to these this last round of qualifying was defensive errors. I remember we played you all in the Unity Cup.
Yep.
You remember, right? And then when we went into the Gold Cup, defensive errors. And he's kind of fixed that to a point where I think we are a lot more cohesive. I can't really put my finger on our play style, if I'm being completely honest with you. I just think it's a very kind of, polished performance that we tend to put together. We just always have some sort of defensive blunder, something that just costs us the game, or we miss big chances, you know?
So here's my perception, right? You guys, when it comes down to team play, perfect. We rely strongly on moments, on individual brilliance. It's sometimes predictable. But when it comes down to Trinidad, I wouldn't say there's this one glaring player that's going to win the game for them. You know, you guys have a lot of team chemistry, and I appreciate that. Do you believe individual errors though are the coach's fault? Because I don't
No,
think that is.
no.
I don't think your finishing at times is questionable. Because even like let's go through it, right? So I'm a fan of football, so it doesn't matter who's playing. I'm watching. What I can remember versus Curacao, you guys could have won that game.
Correct.
Versus us, if you guys just stayed on side, you could have won that game.
Yeah.
You guys beat Bermuda.
Mm-hmm.
That's what? What's a total of 5 points dropped? That's 5 points dropped right there. So I wouldn't blame that on the coach. Versus if we can flip it to Jamaica, our issue isn't our attacking prowess. Our issue isn't our defense. Like our defenders are solid. And if we were to, on paper, talk about the midfield options that we have, while they're limited, the individual quality of the players, it's immense. So therefore, the issue has to be the coach. The issue has to be the lack of playing style. There is no functionality in the team. It's just put the players on the team. And in the last press conference, our coach said, hopefully we'll win. He said, hopefully. Like it's when he said hopefully, I'm like, huh? Hopefully we can win in moments. What that sounds like to me, hopefully we can win in moments is, all right, I'm going to select these players. Hopefully they can deliver something. That's what I read that as. And to me, that's insane. That is insane to me. What I'm hoping on is our players just want it more. Of course, Hurricane Melissa would have recently ravaged our country. So I'm hoping that gives our players a little extra oomph, a little extra, gear to, hey, let's go ahead and win this game. Based on the match when we played in Curacao, we saw. Did you watch that game?
I watched the highlights. I saw the extended highlights.
So pretty much, the stadium in Curacao was rocking, man. They had some Independence Day. Their stadium was so packed. Like they had flares. It was like blue everywhere. And watching it from the TV, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy. Like, this is actually, this is actually crazy, right? Like there's a lot of. If I was a player, I'd be intimidated too. So what I'm doing, I'm worried about. I know the Trinidadian energy. I'm really worried about, what can the players handle the pressure. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I'm expecting a win because we have the quality. Like I believe the level of quality of our players, put them on the pitch, they'll deliver. Right?
Okay.
They'll deliver. It's just I can't shake the nervousness, man.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. I'm nervous.
That's good. That's good. That's
nervous because in my head I'm like, all right, cool. We win against Trinidad. I can be in the national stadium next week and witness my country qualify for the World Cup, and that alone is like driving me crazy. Like I didn't to tell my grandkids about that.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive.
So yeah, man, it's driving me crazy. But what are your match predictions?
So I watched your preview, and if I'm not mistaken, you said 2-1 Jamaica.
2-1 Jamaica.
I predicted 2-1 Trinidad and Tobago.
This is what I think could happen. I think you guys are gonna be very high energy. Probably score first. If I was to bet, I would say Trinidad would score first. But again, the quality of Jamaica, I foresee us scoring the next goal. And of course, you guys need a win. So I'm assuming that will silence the crowd. People are going to get nervous, jittery. Every misplaced pass will get you guys more and more nervous. And eventually you guys are going to say, hey, we have to go for it, throw the kitchen sink at it to try and win. And our counter-attack, man, you know the quality of our counter-attack. And we'll go ahead and score the second goal. That's what I think will happen.
Yeah, I actually think you will score first. And I think...
Really?
Yeah, and I think we'll come back in the second half. And I mentioned earlier that Levi Garcia hasn't done anything yet notable for Trinidad and Tobago, Thursday will be the day. Thursday will be the day.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are gonna stop our attack. Who? I don't know. I don't see it. How? Who's gonna stop Cephas? Who's gonna start? Who's gonna stop Richard's whisper if he starts? You know.
So the thing with Darren Payne, what I was speaking about, he's actually defensively better than Rio Cardi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what one of my friends was saying earlier is that not that we glad Rio got injured or anything, but it could be a blessing in disguise that Darren Payne has to play this game because we know he's more solid defensively. Rio definitely offers more going forward. You know,
but isn't he faster?
Rio?
Yeah.
Might not be. Darren Payne is pretty quick himself, you know.
Okay.
And I actually think the game against y'all in Jamaica, when Rio played right back here, he actually didn't have the best game.
He played awful.
Trimmingham was covering him whole game, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quite a few you guys didn't play very well at National Stadium. Sealy didn't play very well. Spicer didn't have a good game. It was, you guys didn't play so well. And hey, let's hope it repeats. Play it.
Hey, let me tell you something. Thursday, I'll be there. That atmosphere is going to be crazy. Like people have been waiting for this. The Curacao game had a lot of people. I think stadium was packed, like literally packed.
I envy you guys.
Well, this is a recent thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So years ago, when Trinidad and Tobago was really good in football, when we qualified for the World Cup, when we have the likes of Dwight York and Russell Latapy, you know, stars, superstars.
What's the goalkeeper called? What's his name?
Shaka Heslop.
Yeah, ESPN. Yeah.
Yeah, Stern John. I mean, these are big names. If you look back on some of the old footage when we qualified, the Hasely Crawford Stadium packed. I mean, literally packed. And for years, national games can't sell out the stadium until but this year, because we kind of created that narrative that we can qualify for the World Cup. The attendance in the stadium has been absolutely crazy. Like, have you ever been to Trinidad by chance?
No, not yet.
Not yet. The area around the stadium, I mean, parking, cars all over. When you leave, there's traffic. I mean, it's literally a sea of red. And the fact that we have this friendly rivalry, of course, with the Jamaicans, I think
I call it a sibling rivalry.
I love that. Yeah. Actually, I was born in Jamaica. You know, I'm a Jamaican.
So you're quite accustomed to Jamaica.
Yeah, but I moved here when I was pretty young. You know, grew up in Trinidad.
Okay.
So in an ideal way for me, both teams qualify for the World Cup, but I don't know.
See, because of my age, I don't quite. Of course, I would have been alive when Jamaica would have qualified for the World Cup, but I don't recall.
Yeah.
Right, but I do recall. I have some memory of when Trinidad did. And what I can remember is that I was actually cheering for you guys because, hey.
Yeah.
You know,
Sibling rivalry.
Yeah. So it's like, go ahead and, represent for the Caribbean. So when Jamaica qualifies, I hope you guys are cheering for us.
We will. You know, we'll also be qualifying though. You didn't catch me there. But I just think that if we do qualify, it will be through the playoffs. I highly doubt we'll finish first.
The playoffs are going to be rough, man.
Very rough. But when we qualified in 2006, there was 3 playoffs, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So history can repeat itself.
Yeah. So all in all, what we've learned is that you're highly, highly, highly confident, but we know the end result. Jamaica 2, Trinidad 1. Agreed?
Nah. Trinidad 2, Jamaica 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any players from the Jamaica national team that you would have loved to see? If you could wave a magic wand and bring them into the Trinidad and Tobago national team, who would those players be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Of course, I would take any of the quality players. So, like off the bat, without thinking of what we need actually in the team, I would take a Damari Gray. I would take a Leon Bailey. Although I know many Jamaicans say that they don't think he's been good for
So,
Jamaica.
see what you said about Levi
Levi,
Garcia.
yeah,
It's literally the same for Liam Bailey here.
yeah,
Literally
but
the
I
same.
love Leon Bailey, so
Yeah.
I would take him.
Per,
I think
I don't get it, but personally, I'm actually happy that he's injured, which is crazy for me. Literally crazy.
I would take Casey Palmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's injured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Over
he's
Molina.
quality.
Over Molina.
Well, and this is where it comes in, where I think of what we need. Kevin Molino is old, so I don't know how many years he has again. This could be his last chance to qualify for a World Cup, possibly. So in terms of like a successor for Molino, yeah, I would take Casey. He's a good player. Good player. Um,
I I really I if I were to like really like try to get anyone from the Trinidad and Tobago team in Jamaica, it would probably be Rampasad. Like
oh yeah, well that's my favorite. He's my favorite local player.
yeah, we need like him in the eight for us. That would be great. We need some depth in our midfield. That I would say that's the one Trinidadian I would take in our squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But outside of that, we're just a better team, man.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. But do you have any questions for me before we wrap up?
About your grandkids, like the match itself.
All right. So if I was to isolate the match itself, like just
Yeah.
objectively, just think
Yeah.
about the game itself, we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
We have so we have the better players. Um, we have our players are just highly I'm assuming they'll be highly motivated, especially because of what has recently happened in our country.
Right.
You know, we play better away. It's weird. Jamaica plays better. Like generally, we're an away team. I think it's strongly because of we have a lot of foreign based players, and also we don't get a lot of home support, and our counter attack is our best feature. So because of that, we tend to do well away from the national stadium versus at the national stadium. Now, my concern is like realistically, my concern is will the players keep their heads because there will be pressure. Like you guys, it's gonna be packed. There's gonna be a lot of music. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of music. You guys are gonna be loud. Will they hold their nerves? That's just the only concern. Now, without a doubt, I know it will be down to the players to make the right decisions. Am I confident in the players? Yes. Is there a part of me that is worried that they won't keep their heads? Yes. But if I was to objectively look at it, we're gonna win, man. We're gonna win that game. We're gonna win that game. We're gonna win.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I'll agree. Jamaica has the better players. You have a manager with more experience. I mean, Steve McLaren has Premier League experience as a manager. Dwight York only as a player.
Oh boy,
So
you're
if
stressing me
you
out, man. You're
no no
stressing
no
me
no
out.
no. But if you look at it from that objective view, you do have a higher standard, if you want to put it that way. You know what I mean? But on the flip side as well, you mentioned your players being motivated. I think our players are really motivated as well. They know it's a must win. No, they always knew it was a must win against Curacao last time. But as I say, this game being against Jamaica in particular is a different kind of motivation And as I said, the narrative being created in Trinidad right now. I mean, I'm listening to the radio. Every other advertisement is about this game. Literally. Like I've never seen this in my life before. You know? So I just feel as if the whole nation is against Jamaica right now. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
So my confidence, a lot of it is coming on the atmosphere that Jamaica, you're literally entering into a fortress on Thursday.
And as I said, that is probably the one thing that I am concerned about. Will the players be able to, hold their heads? But as I said, historically we're better away. Like, yeah. So I'm betting on that. I'm betting on if we're able to keep it at least a draw for a long period of the game, you guys will be under more pressure than us because we know a draw would be good enough for us. So the moment gets to 60 minutes, 65 minutes, and you guys are not in the lead, it will create opportunities for us. So even the right back, what's his name? You just mentioned Darren Payne, who you say is defensively sound. The moment the pressure is to attack, he's going to vacate those responsibilities and leave opening for us. That's where my mindset is at. So that's why, despite the initial nervousness, I don't know if it's because I'm a Manchester United fan after this disappointment. And whenever I get my hopes up, but man, I'm confident of a win. But
one more thing I'll ask you. Sorry, go ahead.
But when I'm watching, I'm gonna be holding on to my wife, like, please.
One more thing. Two things I'll say. It's crazy that you're a Man United fan because I'm actually a Man City fan. So we're against each other on both fronts. But what I'll say, the last game, we didn't have Molino and Daniel Phillips playing in that game.
Yeah,
Two huge misses.
Yeah, that's
for us.
And Molino
and you
scored
saw it
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw we missed them in that game. You know Molino's quality, and I'm sure you're familiar with Daniel Phillips as well.
Will he start though?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Daniel Phillips or Molino?
Molino.
I hope so. I know Daniel Phillips is nailed on. Yes, I think Molino does start. I think Molino does start on Thursday. But do you think that them coming back makes it harder for you guys? Now, I know your team is different as well from what it was. But those are two of our most important players. You think that's a factor for you guys?
Honestly, it is, right? So even in my match preview, I highlighted two of these players, right? Phillips, because he's gonna be he's to my knowledge, I may not have all the knowledge of Trinidadian football, but he's a workaholic.
Correct.
Like, he'll be able to provide that extra support for the wingbacks. But what I'll say, the only drawback to that is when you double team in one area of the pitch, you're vacating another area. So what I'm hoping is that when that does happen, we have the quality to switch to football to take advantage of those overloads. The other thing is Molino is another attacking force. When I was watching the game in the National Stadium versus Trinidad, it was Levi Garcia. It started with Levi Garcia, ended with Levi Garcia. Unfortunately for you guys, he was offside. But outside of that, there was no attacking impetus. Now, with Molino there, you guys have two options. So, yes, these are concerns. But what I can say is it doesn't matter. We're still going to win.
No reasoning, just vibes. Just vibes.
We're still gonna win. It really doesn't matter. No, as I said, like, I can give you that those are two strong factors. But we're gonna win, man. We by any means we have to win. Damari Gray wasn't there. I'm expecting him to start.
Yeah, he's a big factor.
Yeah, no. I want you to understand this clearly. Demarai Gray is on form. Like, he is on form. Like, typically, when he comes to the national team, he isn't, but he's definitely on form. Like, since the beginning of the season for Birmingham City, he has been playing. Like, he has been playing. We have a number of players that are on form. And I just feel like just the attack, just the sheer quality of the attack, and we got this. We got this.
So one thing I'll give you about Demarai Gray, I think he's quality as well. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Jamaica played a CONCACAF Nations League game in Trinidad against, was it Honduras? I can't remember the team. But Demarai Gray played, Leon Bailey played. I think this other guy, can't remember his name. But what I'll give you is some of these players are accustomed to the pitch head. You know, so actually Demarai Gray coming back in the squad at this point in time is pretty timely for you guys.
Yeah.
So he'll be accustomed, you know. That's not the best news for us.
so here's the thing, right? So let's use Phillips, for example, right? He is gonna have his hands full, right, with Demarai Gray, right? Let us say Trinidad was to come over and help Darren Payne, that's his name, right? Against CFAS. Who then will be responsible for Shamar Nicholson? Because the other defender, your other defender, what's his name? The young guy. Yeah. He doesn't have the aerial prowess to deal with Shamar Nicholson. Who's gonna handle Dejan Richards? And after Dejan exhausts your left back, Kaim Dixon is coming on.
Yeah.
Tyrese Campbell is coming on. We have so many attacking options that we can change the game. You guys just don't have that. You guys just don't. Even in defense, like I don't expect Rico Henry to start, but when he comes on, he's gonna be a factor as well. So, you know, just player quality alone, I don't see a loss.
Now we have our work cut out for us. In terms of the attacking options, I slightly disagree. No, it's not to the extent of your attack, because we could objectively say that Jamaica has a better attack. That's obvious. But again, that comes down to what I've been saying about Dwight York is the CONCACAF region hasn't really been seeing some of the attacking talent that we have because they don't get chance to play, you know. So I think maybe that's what's the word? Something you can praise Steve McLaren for. Maybe he's able to rotate the squad a bit better because you actually get to see all your different players at some point in time. Our starting front three for the past, actually for this whole time, has been the same. There has been no change. Curacao, Jamaica away, Bermuda away, Curacao away. It has been Spicer, Sealy, Levi Garcia, any nine for all those games, right? And we have scored how many goals? 3 against Bermuda and 1 against Curacao.
Do you believe that it could be because maybe these other options just aren't of the quality that you think they are?
No, they are, because the thing is, when we have seen them come on and do well, you know. But the question of it though is, they might say, well, they're younger, they're inexperienced, but how will they gain experience? And the thing is, you're doing the same thing over and over, and we're not getting a change result, really. I mean, 3 goals against Bermuda, come on, that's any front three might have done that, you know, and that's the game that they look the best. So I wouldn't go as far to say as we don't have the attacking depth. I would just say we don't see it as much as other teams, you know.
To be honest, most of the knowledge I have as Trinidad and Tobago football is, as you said, that starting 11 that most times plays. I'm not aware of any other. I just don't know them, man. Just don't know them.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't see them.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that is a critique.
You'll see them on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I was gonna say we'll send you home, but you guys are already home, so it's convenient. It's
I
very
like your
convenient.
confidence, man.
It's very convenient. It's very convenient. But yeah, very convenient. But yeah, man. But yeah, so thank you very much for joining me, man. Really appreciate
Yeah, man.
your time today. Um, yeah, let the guys know where they can catch you at.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It was a good conversation. Enjoyed it. So you could just check us out at the Interception Pod on YouTube, of course. Also on TikTok and Instagram. We well, there's a group of us. There's a team of us actually. We cover local football, secondary, well, high school football, as you would know it as. Um, we cover different community like tournaments and stuff in Trinidad and Tobago as well. So you can definitely check us out. Yep.
All right, awesome, awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, and have a good one.
Yeah, man. Take care.